This is Moonshine for Beginners Part 4. It's been a little while coming back from Bucktown, Tennessee. Um, we're going to go over the whole thing this time, like I said I would. It's been a long time coming. So we're going to start out with the mash first. Most people think they're going to give you all these big long words, like I said before. There ain't nothing to it. There's nothing to it at all. Just a few simple steps. All you need is the sugar, the water, the yeast, and whatever kind of fruits or corn or whatever kind of natural stuff you're going to be using. And that's what kind of different liquor you're going to have, okay? Right now, I'm going to be doing a rum. So, now rum is brown sugar, okay? Rum is brown sugar or molasses. That makes rum. Vodka, corn whiskey, that's all white sugar, okay? So, over here, this is what I got. First, you put your water in here. You put your water, and I mixed up bananas and coconuts and what else is in here, babe? Pineapples. And then I put my brown sugar in and my white sugar in, and you just heat it up slowly. That's it. You just heat it up slowly, very slowly, and dissolve all the sugar in it. Okay. So this is rum, so it's brown sugar. I put it all in the blender and blended it up real good. It's also got real good idea to put oatmeal or barley or rye or some kind of wheat like that. It's real good. And I put it all in the blender and blended it up. Now you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that at all. You can get some water and a thing of sugar and get canned fruit from your shelf and throw together and make some liquor, 120 proof liquor. That's it. Okay, you heat it up. You dissolve all of it, and okay, that's done. This is ready to go. And this right here, you'll need some of this. This is amylase enzyme. This breaks down starch into sugar. Okay, it'll break down starch so it can turn into sugar. And I'm not sure if bananas or coconuts or anything like that has starch in it, but I'm putting it in it anyways just because, you know what I mean? If you're doing a corn liquor, this is real good because it breaks down the corn, so it can turn into liquor, because when you use the bathroom, corn comes back out because it's whatever. Anyways, need that. That's like $1.50, so you get that off the internet. It's pretty good stuff. So you've heated your stuff up. You really even got to do that. If you wanted to, you could get a bucket and get some lukewarm water, get your sugar, stir it up real good, get some canned fruit from the thing, put it in there, and that's it. And while you're doing that, this is the yeast I'm using, triple distilled yeast, turbo yeast. I thought it was going to be really great, but I mean it's smooth, but it wasn't as good. There's a Still Spirits, a maximum alcohol one that is just unbelievable, because you're going to get back about 20%, about hopefully, of your mash, and it's going to turn into liquor. Well, that maximum alcohol stuff, I mean, it's like 35%. I swear it's like all alcohol. I think I'll try to get some of it and then mix some of this distilled in so it'll be smooth. I think that'll work out pretty good. But you can use regular old Fleischmann's yeast. Okay, so you've mixed your sugar up, and your fruits and your water and everything. You got all that mixed up, and it can't be above 98 degrees, okay, or it'll kill the yeast. It's got to be lukewarm water. Lukewarm. That's the big thing. You stick your hand in it, or it will kill the yeast. So you got all your stuff mixed up, right? Okay. Now, while you're doing that, you're going to take your yeast and you're going to get a cup, and you're going to just put lukewarm water, like I said, or to kill the yeast. you're gonna put lukewarm water in a cup and go ahead and throw you some yeast in there and get it kind of working. Get it kind of working. And you put about 2 grams in for like 5 gallons, which is roughly probably about 2 teaspoons, you know. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more in there. Okay, so here we go. And this is the receptacle I got right here. You can get these at Walmart. They're $5.95. It's got a perfect thing on top to put a garden hose on. This is what I got. Kind of jerry-rigged on here. And what this does is, with the steel too, you never want to fill it all the way up. You're just going to fill it up about 3/4. The same with the fermentation tank, because it's going to put off gas. It's going to be bubbling. Now, when you fill it up, like right here, you don't want this hose all the way down in the bottom. You want it kind of like up towards the top. That way, you ain't got to put much pressure. It can just let out. Okay, it's easy. It's easy for it. It's up near the top. It ain't hard for it to bubble out. So you do that. I'm gonna do that real quick. How much time we got?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay, that's what we got in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put this in. And like I said, this is just, I've just heated all my fruit up and the sugar. Oh yeah, also this is rum. Like I said, brown sugar. But brown sugar seems to me like that it don't have a really high alcohol content. It's always been like 100 proof. So I've put a little bit of white sugar in it to add the alcohol content up. Okay, the more sugar you put in, the more alcohol you're gonna get. But you put too much in, I mean, you ain't even gonna be able to drink it. It's gonna be like way too strong. You know what I mean? And a good rule of thumb is, for a 5-gallon bucket is gonna be about 4 pounds of sugar. You know what I mean? Or 5. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put this in. We know we're on time. But let me hit 15. Just real quick, pouring it in. It's just lukewarm. You ain't even, like I said, you ain't gotta. It's good too. It's good to use distilled water. If you ain't want to go out and buy distilled water, you can just boil it on the stove, boil your own water on the stove, but you got to bring it back down to temperature. Now, after you get done with this, you got to store it in a place. And it can't be 100 degrees, and it can't be cold. It's got to be about 70 degrees, about room temp, okay? Now, it will stink up the place a little bit if you got a whole lot, so. But about 70 something is about to prime what you want. And then it'll bubble for about 7 days. But you can let it go for a long time. The longer you let it go, the better. You know what I mean? And then there's a clearing time. After it stops bubbling, it'll clear. And you usually get a siphon hose and siphon off the clear part. Because if you get the solids, brandy ain't so bad, fruits ain't so bad, but you get down to corn liquor. If you get corn liquor down in the bottom of your damn pot, and you gotta fire it up, it'll mess up. It'll make a big biscuit in the bottom of it, and you'll screw it up bad. They'll start smoking and everything. Brandy won't do that. The fruits will just kind of float around. But you don't want to fill it up to the top, because them fruits might get jammed up in the copper, and that thing blow the damn top off. But like I said, you ain't even got to get all fancy with it. You can just get a bucket and turn the damn faucet on. Warm water, dissolve your sugar in it, throw some freaking fruit cocktail in there, and a 5-pound thing of sugar, and a pack of damn Fleischmann juice from the store, and make your airlock like I said, like I made, And in a week you're ready to go, and I'll show you how to make a steel here in just a second. And show you how to run it. Okay, so that's about right. I don't want to put any more in it. I'll probably put a little bit more sugar in it. So here's the yeast. Yep. Is there a measuring cup somewhere? Measuring cup. Freak, man. Okay. Here goes the yeast. Now this is about perfect temperature. It's just warm. It's just like lukewarm, like put your hand in it. That's about perfect. Okay, let's pour your yeast in. And this is, I got 3 more videos, and they're Uncle Per. Uncle, P-E-R, and then a space and P-E-R. And they go in the depths too. Okay, now that is ready. I can put the top on this thing, and she's ready to go. Fiddle that a little bit. Okay. So, alright, here we go. On the steel. So you got your fermentation thing. How much time we got?
11.
Okay, 20 minutes. You can buy a pot like this for like 30, 40 bucks, okay? You're gonna need some of these clips to keep this. Something's always gonna happen. There's always gonna be some kind of leak, okay? Now see this stuff right here? This is just flour and water. This will save a bunch of trouble, okay? All you're gonna need to do is drill a hole in it and make about the size of the copper, okay? And then put it down in there. I had a rubber piece that it went right in, but it ended up breaking, so I had to do this, but it still works just fine. And okay. And right here on your copper, you just take a piece of PVC pipe and wrap your copper around it like that. Make you a little cool, and you might want to get some of that spray plastic stuff. This is a popcorn can, and a good thing, you might want to move it a little bit away, get the copper away so it won't be so close to the thing. I put a thing in between so the heat don't get to it. And you're going to start it off slow. Like I said, never fill it to the top. Okay? And you're going to start it off slow. Make sure there ain't nothing in here. Make sure there ain't nothing in here. You keep this clean. Okay? Before you even make a run, go get white vinegar, put in here, and turn it all the way up. And put your water in here, and it'll come out blue stuff. And when that blue stuff comes out clear, you're good. Okay? But anyways, alright, so we're running. So you got your mash in, you turn it on, it's about like this. Slowly, you're working your way up, you'll hear it. It'll start going boop, 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 boop. Liquor's coming out. You gotta keep this cold. You got to. Well, this is gonna come out, okay? So for something about this big, I'd have one of these glasses. I'd have a cup. For one of these, it'd come out. I'd throw about half the cup away. The first half the cup, pitch it, okay? And if your liquor's cloudy, this is too hot. You've got it. You need ice in this. And a good thing is, some people just put ice in it, but you need to put ice in it and water. That's what keeps it good. Okay, nice and cold. Because you don't want steam coming out of it. If there's steam coming out of it, how much time?
14, 20.
Okay. So, well, I'll make another one. Just be careful. Watch some other videos. I'll put out some more. Just be careful and study and everything. But I hope you liked the video. This is Uncle Per video. And thank you and God bless. And leave comments or, give me a thumbs up, whatever. Thank you.